Another deadly shooting in Jacksonville. This shooting happened just off Harts Road and Dunn Avenue. Investigators say they found the victim with several gunshot wounds and died at the scene. Witnesses told police there had been a fight among a number of people before the shooting, and a car was seen just speeding away. The shooting today was the fifth shooting in that block. Four of them have turned deadly. And 2020 is moving closer to being one of the deadliest years in Jacksonville when it comes to deadly shooting and homicides. Since Monday, there have been 5 shootings. 4 of them have turned deadly, including the Harts Road and Amazon warehouse shootings. This entire month, there have been at least 13 deadly shootings. And on the year, there have been 105 deadly shootings, and that does not include deadly officer-involved shootings. So if you have any information about this or any of the unsolved crimes in Jacksonville, you could get a reward up to $3,000. It's in cash if it leads to an arrest. So the number to call is 866-845-TIPS to Crime Stoppers.